Okay, so today we're going to learn how to write an equation in standard form. So in order to write an equation in standard form, you need to follow these 3 steps. So step 1 is to identify the slope. If the slope is not given to you, you can always find the slope by using the slope formula. So we've done this in the past. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, now the next step, which I'm going to show you by example in a minute, is to substitute the slope and one of the points on the line into the equation y equals mx plus b, and then solve for the b. The b is our y-intercept. Once you have the slope and the y-intercept, you then just write the equation. All right, so let's look at some examples. So we're going to write the equation of a line that passes through the point 1, 2, and has a slope of 3. So our first step is to identify the slope. So our slope is 3. And I'm going to circle that. Always circle your slope because you know what? You're going to need that for the very last step. Okay, so now in order to find the y-intercept, we need to use the equation y equals mx plus b. So remember, our y-intercept is the b. We need to figure out what is the b. Okay, so the m is going to be 3, and then our x and our y is just this point that they gave us up here. So our x, y will be 1 and 2. So now we just plug in those values. So our y is 2, our m is 3, our x is 1 plus b. So now we just need to solve for the b. So we have 2 equals 3 plus a b, and then I subtract 3 from both sides. 2 minus 3 is -1 is my b. And I'm going to circle it. Now for the last step, I'm going to do y equals mx plus b. Now I just need to rewrite this equation. I'm going to fill in the m and the b with what I found out. So my final answer here would be y equals 3x plus b, which is -1. So y equals 3x minus 1 is our final answer. Okay, so for this next one, we're going to write the equation of a line that passes through the points 2, -3, and -2, 1. So our first step is we need to identify the slope. So in order to identify the slope, we're going to use the slope formula. Okay, so this is x1, y1, and this is x2, y2. So now I'm going to just draw my fraction bar and my 2 minus signs before I plug in any values. All right, so we have 1 minus -3, and then we have -2 minus 2. So 1 minus -3 is 4. -2 minus 2 is -4. 4 divided by -4 is -1. So this is my slope for this problem. Okay, so now we need to figure out what is our b. What is the b? Y equals mx plus b. All right, so let's rewrite that. Y equals mx plus b. Now we know our m is -1, right? So that's what we're going to plug in there. Now our x and our y, we're going to choose one of these points up here. So either one will work. So let's go with this one. So my x and my y for this step will be -2 and 1. So I'll have 1 equals -1 times -2 plus b. Now we just solve this for b. Y1 equals 2 plus b, subtract 2 from both sides, and b equals -1. Okay, now for the final step, we just need to rewrite this equation. So we're just going to plug in our m and our b that we found out. So y equals m, we found is -1, x plus b, which is -1. Or we can rewrite this as y equals -x minus 1. Either one would be correct. Okay, so now I would like you to go try the 2 problems after these 2 examples on your own and complete the Google slide with your work. Now, it's okay if you don't get them right. Just try your best and do your best work, and we will go over them tomorrow in the Google Meet.